Hey everybody, it's Brian from BG Model Workshop, and we are doing a final on our cancer awareness group build hosted by Mr. Bob Boosking. And first off, we want to say thank you to Mr. Bob for yet again hosting another awesome group build. If some of you don't know already by now, that every year in the month of October, the YouTube community gets together and builds something. It can be anything for somebody that you know yourself, someone that inspires you that has dealt with cancer or has lost the fight with cancer. Over the last few years, we've done several builds for persons that we've known. Chief among them, of course, my mother, who was lost to breast cancer many years ago. And then also to, like, for my sister, who actually went through the process of having reconstructive surgery and removal surgery because she herself was actually testing genetic positive for the genetic markers. She would eventually be suffering from the cancer that took my mother. So she had the surgery. We honored her with a build, and then our good friend John Weber, we had honored a build for him. He had suffered cancer also, and he beat the big C. This is a 1988 Mustang GT kit from AMT. Here's the box flap here. This one is actually dedicated to the stepson of our good friend Jeff, a guy I consider to be my brother. His stepson Alex was diagnosed at the beginning of last summer with Hodgkins lymphoma, and it can be it's a fight that can be won, but it is a difficult fight, as you might guess, because of course it is cancer. Now, the color for that is like a blue violet type of ribbon, and we have that represented here in the stripe along the side of the car. I got to tell you guys, just doing that stripe alone was, oh my goodness, was that a pain in the neck, I tell you. But we got her done. I'm pretty happy with how it came out, even though there was quite a bit about this kit that fought us. And we were getting a lot of advice from folks from the YouTube community about how to tackle stuff, what to watch out for. So we do appreciate all of that help, because it did come in extremely handy. Would I build this kit again? I probably wouldn't. I do like how it looks. But I mean, there was a couple of things on here that we did have some struggles with, like the suspension in the rear didn't want to line up quite right, and then we got that sorted out, and then we put the car together and realized that we actually had the chassis slid too far to the rear, so we cut the glue points and then moved the chassis forward and glued it again, and then we had it too far forward. So I'm like, when you're doing final assembly, make sure you have the wheels on so that you can get all of your alignment. The chassis does have really good alignment for the wheel openings, for the wheel arches, but it's hard. It's very, very general where the chassis is going to fit inside the body. I think that's just the hallmark of an older kit. This, of course, is something that came out in the early 90s, I believe. It was originally an MPC kit, I've been told, and I can kind of see it. Again, we did the headlights and the fog lights there with the Bondic pen. It's a resin that's curable by UV light, and I really like how those lenses came out. One thing that I would change, though, if I was to do this again, is I don't like how the chrome pieces sit on the backings for them. I probably would have gone and cut the backings out and then just put inserted the chrome pieces. They seem like they sit a little too far forward, so it kind of has like a pop-eyed look going on. If we give you a profile shot, you can see that they do kind of bulge out a little bit. So I don't quite like how that look goes, but the resin lenses on there really help out with the whole fact that that's just a piece of chrome there. Engine wise, it's the 5.0. I think, what's that, a 302. I've been told that that's a very generalization of what the engine looks like, and they weren't wrong. The detail on that was a little bit lacking, but it did make it quick to build, so that was kind of like the goal for this type of build. And then we're going to tip this up a little bit so you can see inside the engine bay a little better. I like going with my green battery. The space in front of this here is a little bit disconcerting. It's a little too bad that it's like that there. But again, there is a lot of extra pieces when you're done with this kit. A lot of extra pieces. I have an entire baggie full of stuff here. Stuff that you don't use on this particular build. Speed parts for the engine. The fact that it actually has the spacer for the fan, for the ducting, I guess, is the ducting for the fan for the smaller engine, for the either the V6 or the inline 4. Completely different exhaust system for the turbo, an actual scoop that goes on the hood for the turbo option. All that stuff is in the kit except for the actual engine that you use in that specific situation. Kind of an interesting deal. Extra wheels and tires for doing the drag version, stuff like that, and then the T-top option, which I did not I did not want to walk that path, so we just left it a solid roof. We were talking about doing racing stripes down the top of this guy here, and then I was kind of laying them out with masking tape, and I was like, it's just, I don't know, I'm just not buying it. I'm not liking the look of that. It's not something I think of when I look at these particular vehicles. But especially because of the way this rear spoiler was, it was going to make things very, very complicated. So we just went ahead and talked to my brother about that. We were like, yeah, you know, the color, the two-tone color on the car was great. Let's just go with that there. And then we had to darken up the rear windows, because I swear something was weird with the plastic on there. It looked like they had some scratches on there, so I went to try and polish out the scratches. The scratches actually looked like they were down inside the transparent plastic. I couldn't get them out, so I thought, well, we'll just go ahead and spray some TS-71 smoke on there from Tamiya, and I did several light passes on there, and it started to frost the transparent pieces. I was a little bummed about that until I realized, you know, we can dip this in some what we used to call Future. I don't remember what it's called now, but I think you might be able to say that we were able to save that pretty good, because this whole rear piece here was just frosted really badly. So we didn't actually dip it in there. We just held it over a small tub and poured the Future over the glass, and then put a tub over the top of that and let it cure for about 24 hours before we went and put it in the car. There was an area right up here underneath the upper lip that wasn't 100% dry still, so that kind of gushed a little bit. I think you can kind of catch that there. At first I thought it was a glue mark, and I'm like, wait a second, I didn't put glue that far back on there. So that was a little bit of the Future having gushed out there. And then we made some custom license plates for this guy here. They say strong one, because if you're fighting cancer, you need strength, and you need to be a strong person in order to survive and persevere and thrive afterwards. So, and that's definitely Alex. He's a fighter, he's a survivor, and we're very, very proud of the fact that he is doing so well. He's actually in remission right now. His hair is starting to grow back. He's got the peach fuzz going on. And I believe he's about 24 years old right now. So this is a bit of a young age to be, you know, struck with something like this, and still have your whole life ahead of you. So he's, you know, it's something that can very well come back again in the future. But for right now, everybody's just rejoicing in the fact that he's beaten it for now, and he's doing so well. He's actually going to be going back to work here pretty soon. He actually told my brother that he's tired of being on the couch watching playing video games. He's a gamer from way back, and I'm like, wow, if he's tired of video games, he's itching to get back to work. That's a good sign. But the hood fit on this kit is so nice. As a matter of fact, that's why I started off showing this without the hood on there, because it is hard to get off there without tipping the car over. But there we go. There's our cancer awareness group build for the year, and we really enjoyed building this car. With all of its issues and stuff, it was just nice to do something for our friend's stepson, and we're going to get this into an acrylic case and deliver it to him sometime this week. So we wanted to get this video shot and uploaded so y'all can check it out. But again, thank you, Bob, for hosting yet another very, very successful group build. I know there are a lot of people that are participating in it this year, so well done, sir. And you can count on us again for next year, of course. So everybody take it easy. Have a great rest of your week. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. I'm going to sign off. Bye now.